This boy was a once-in-a-century genius, simply because he could use fire magic without chanting. But since he lived in a remote village, everyone believed that fire magic was best suited for a blacksmith's apprentice. After all, the blacksmith was the most respected person in the village. Oscar learned quickly. It didn't take long for him to earn the blacksmith's approval. The master even forged a sword for him personally. Oscar thought he would inherit the blacksmith's craft and live in the village for generations like everyone else. But on this day, an unexpected event occurred. The once peaceful village was suddenly attacked by bandits. The villagers had nowhere to run and had to fight to the death. But the gap in strength was too great. In mere moments, the bandits broke through the village defenses. The leader, Persia, barged into the hiding place of Oscar and his mother. Though his mother was terrified, she still attacked to protect her son. But Persia easily blocked the strike. Then he cruelly killed the woman. Seeing his mother die tragically, Oscar went berserk and unleashed fire magic at Persia. Unfortunately, his power was far too weak. Persia kicked him away with a single blow. Not only that, Persia even mocked Oscar, saying he had a fine sword, but his skills were terrible. Just as Persia was about to strike Oscar, his father appeared in time and saved him. Seeing his wife lying in a pool of blood, his father lost control and launched a fierce attack. But Persia didn't fight him head-on. Instead, he lured him to the doorway. Then Persia ordered his men to ambush him with arrows. He followed up with a final blow. Oscar froze in fear on the spot, and Persia picked up the sword from the ground as his trophy. At that moment, Persia suddenly received an order from his leader to retreat, because a pack of werewolves had gathered, drawn by the scent of blood. Though Persia was unwilling, he still retreated quickly. After all, werewolves were bloodthirsty and extremely powerful. Just as the wolves reached the village, the blacksmith found Oscar, lost and helpless in the house. Facing the wolves outside, the master chose to sacrifice himself to carve a path for Oscar. He told Oscar to flee toward the river. Wolves feared water. Maybe Oscar could survive. After all these blows, Oscar became somewhat numb, but he still instinctively obeyed the master's command. He ran toward the river with all his might, but just as he reached the riverbank, Oscar was knocked into the water by a lunging werewolf. He quickly lost consciousness. When Oscar woke up again, he found himself rescued by an old man. The old man claimed to be a hermit. He comforted Oscar, saying everything was over. Now he was safe. At that moment, Oscar's long-suppressed emotion surged forth. His tears fell like a broken dam. The hermit also told Oscar that his flame-like red hair was a blessing from the fire god, and their meeting was surely fate. Oscar wanted to learn swordsmanship and grow stronger. He wanted revenge on those bandits, so Oscar asked the hermit to take him in. The hermit agreed to his request, but within a few years, the place he lived was attacked by bandits again. Oscar rushed into the flames to save people, only to see a bandit casually toss the hermit's corpse to the ground. Oscar was filled with rage. He immediately swung his sword at the bandit, though he managed to slash the bandit's cheek. The next second, a long sword pierced his abdomen. Oscar collapsed to the ground in agony. Then he heard familiar words again. The man before him said, "Nice sword, but poor technique." Oscar instantly recognized the man. It was the murderer who had killed his parents. Then Persia received another order from his leader to retreat immediately. Oscar never imagined that the same man had taken everything from him twice. After that, Oscar miraculously survived again, but his hair turned white overnight. Oscar etched Persia's name deep into his heart. One day, he would personally take his revenge.